Alright guys, what is up? And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to wheelie on a Surron LBX. I'll also be showing you how to do a knee knocker and how to swerve in your wheelies. I know not everybody has this bike, it's a very limited wheelie tutorial, but without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright guys, so we are on the bike. Sorry if the wind noise is bad. And before I start with the tutorial, I just would like to say this is a 2025 LBX, completely stock, literally nothing done to it, only has 200 miles on it. And yeah, if you have this bike, even a 2024 should be about the same. Yeah, let's get into it. I'm gonna go to the road here. So starting off, just a basic wheelie. You're gonna want to get a nice open road, and just gonna want to go about say from about 5 to 15. You can go faster, but yeah, you can go about 5 to 15 miles an hour. You can go faster, but I don't recommend doing wheelies fast. It's dangerous. But sorry, about 10. You're gonna want to just be. You don't have to give it too much throttle. These Surrons have plenty of power. Even if you're going 10 miles an hour, push down a little bit on the forks, maybe to help you if you want to. Shouldn't need it though. And pull up, and you try to be at the middle of the seat, like the middle of the seat, and you're just gonna want to pull up. And just be ready with that brake, and just like right away just tap the brake, like just like that, not even up to balance point, just kind of tap the brake and do that for a little bit, then do it again. Once you get more comfortable, you can do it and get higher each time. I know how to wheelie, but I'm just trying to show y'all. And yeah, you're just gonna practice that more. Once you get more comfortable, you can try to extend it longer, or if you don't like that, then you can, I mean, on most Surrons, you should just be able to just give it throttle and it'll pop right up. Or you can push down and pull up to get a very minimal throttle. Like that requires such little throttle. And even bikes with more similar power, you should be able to follow these same guidelines. And yeah, once you do that, you should just practice more and more. And if you mess up like I did, just sit there. Surrons bikes like with this power should just be able to just bring it right up even if you mess up. And yeah, just practice that over time. Be more light on the throttle. And yeah, as you get more comfortable with it, you'll be able to go longer, and practice will eventually lead to being great at wheelies. I mean, Surrons are pretty easy to wheelie, just balance side to side, back and forth, tapping the brake and gas, or electricity, I guess you could say. And yeah, as you get better at it, you should get better. And yeah, so next, I think what I'm going to try to show y'all is a knee knocker. And if you do not know what that means, it's basically where you just stand up, put your knee, hopefully y'all can see, put your knee on the seat like that, just get at the peak. If you have the 2025, you can see this little thing right here, put your knee about right here, and your right foot on the peg. And you don't want to put too much pressure on your right peg, because that'll result you to lean that way. So just try to keep minimal weight on there, on your right foot, or if you like, do it on your right knee and on your left foot. And once again, just go about 5 to 15 miles an hour, just gently pop it up, just kind of. And I know at first it's gonna feel very awkward. It still does for me. I'm actually still learning this, so yeah, I'm still learning this too. So, but yeah, you should just be able to set your knee right there, and over time you'll be able to balance and get better. You'll get more used to it. Have your foot on the brake. I'm used to more dirt bike stuff too. Keep your hand on the brake. Also didn't say that in the regular wheelie. Yeah, always make sure you have at least one finger on the brakes, so that if you're on like maybe slightly loose asphalt like this, on 15, you should be able to just lock up the rear with our no matter how many fingers you need, I just need one. And yeah, you should just get more used to it, and eventually you should get pretty good at it. That's not my best one there. I kind of went to the side. And if you're going to the left like I typically do, then you can also try to slowly put weight on your right peg and it'll lean you back. Just be careful. And some of the main reasons why people loop in knee knockers is because of, like, when you're in a knee knocker, your knee is pushing your body up, so you feel like you're not as much of a balance point as you are. Like, you don't need, like, do like less of what your expectation is for a regular wheelie, because like a knee knocker, you feel less of the angle. Like, I think that's the best way that I can explain it. Like that right there, that was horrible. If you feel like you're going to the side, even just regular wheelies, I would say cut it out. And yeah, just be safe. That's the main thing about wheelies. My philosophy is learn slower but safer. And I know I sound like some concerned mom over here, but it's the truth. I have looped once, never been way more safer for the rest of my life. And I might be getting sumos soon, but in case you're wondering, like, if you say, oh no, my roads are too rough, these are very bumpy roads with loose asphalt, and I have fresh tread dirt tires, I can wheelie just fine. And wow, I almost feel out of breath. Anyway, yeah, so the next thing that I'm gonna be showing y'all is how to swerve in your wheelies. Alright, so we had a bit of a location change. We are on this more smooth, less slightly little rocks road. It's actually very smooth. It's like highway. Very nice wheelies, but you don't necessarily need very smooth road. I can even somewhat wheelie in the dirt. But yeah, for swerves, it's even more simple than the last two concepts, like basic wheelies and knee knockers. These are the only combos that I know right now. Some people don't even consider a knee knocker a combo, but or for sure not swerving. But you just want to bring it up to balance point and then just kind of like keep your tires straight. I almost crashed it. Okay. Yeah, and you don't want to try to, like, while you're at your balance point, try to like not get sideways like that, where your bike is like sideways and you're moving like that. That can be bad. Try to keep your bike more straight and try to keep your wheel straight and kind of move around the back. Move the back around. And yeah. My swerves and my wheelies. I am still really learning this one, so I can't really tutorialize it a lot. But yeah, that was just like a small little segment in the video how I add for swerving my wheelies. Alright guys, so I wasn't initially gonna put this in the video, but I did hit some dirt and it got pretty muddy, so I'm gonna show y'all how to wash your Surron if it gets dirty. And so some of the things that I'm gonna be using is a pressure washer, of course, some soap solution, a fine sponge, a regular sponge, and a water bucket to mix the soap and water together. But yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so what I did off camera was rinse off my sponge and my fine sponge, mix together that's just soap and water. And what you're gonna want to do even before you start rinsing the bike is what the Surron recommends you to do and what I always do. You can take out the battery, but I always just want to make sure I turn off the breaker, make sure everything's all sealed up. That thing might blow out. I think it's okay if it does. Everything should be good from there. Just make sure you turn off your breaker. And then you're just gonna want to pull out your hose and rinse off the bike. Alright guys, so I rinsed off the bike, got all the mud off the tires, bash guard, controller, under the seat, under the fenders. Always gotta make sure that you clean out under there. Just kind of rinse everything off. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of soap up the bike, use the fine sponge on like the main part, use this some more like on the rims and pegs and stuff, more rough stuff, and like on these more glossier plastics like the front fender plate or rear fender, you're gonna want to use maybe not so much even the finer sponge because these scratch very easy, but you just want to make sure everything's clean so it won't scratch. All right, and so now that I soaped up the bike, I'm just gonna rinse all the soap off. And I did notice there's some places like underneath there that I missed on the mud, and before you wash you might want to double check some of those areas. But yeah, I'm gonna rinse off the bike and that should be about it. All right guys, so that is gonna be all for today's video. Let me know what y'all think of the new bike. Let me know what y'all thought of this video. Let me know what type of content y'all would like to see from me from now on, riding videos, more tutorial videos. And that is gonna be all for this video, and I'll see y'all in the next one.